Jai Hind, dear students. I hope so you all are doing well. So starting today's class. As you know, we have already done some questions of exercise 2.3 yesterday, and I hope so you have also practiced the same. So let's start exercise 2.3 rest question and let's see that how to solve them properly. Now starting with question number 4, first part. In question number 4, we need to find that which is greater. Before proceeding further to finding out which one is smaller or greater, first we will simplify it. After simplification, the fraction we will get, we will check it that either it is a like fraction or unlike fraction. Because if it is unlike fraction, our main objective will be to convert it into like fraction. Then our task will become more easier as we will directly compare the numerators to find out which fraction is greater and which fraction is smaller. If you will see the first part, we have 2 over 7 of 3 over 4. So what we need to do? We will write 2 over 7 multiplication sign then 3 over 4. Now as you can see 2 and 4 are factors, so we'll reduce it. 2 times 2 is 4. Multiplying the numerator part, we will get 3 times 1 is 3 and the denominator part 7 times 2 is 14. Clear? Now moving to the second part of the same question, we have 3 over 5 of 5 over 8. So we'll write it 3 over 5 and in the place of multiplication sign 5 over 8. Again as we can see 5 times 1 is 5 only, so we'll cancel it out. Now 3 times 1 is 3 and 8 times 1 is 8. So before proceeding further, we need to convert it into like fractions. So taking LCM of 8 and 14, as you can see in the picture, the LCM is 56. So what we will multiply in 14 to get 56? Yes, we will multiply it by 4, making it equivalent fraction. Since we need to multiply the same number in numerator and denominator also, as we have learnt while studying the equivalent fractions. Now multiplying 3 times 4 gives you 12, 14 times 4 will give you 56. In this part, if you will see, can you tell me what we will multiply to 8 to get 56? Yes, we will multiply it by 7. So multiplying 7 in the numerator and the denominator part both, we will write it 7 over 7. Now on multiplying the numerator part, we will get 3 times 7, that will give you 21, and 8 times 7 will give you 56 as a denominator part. Now as you can see our denominator part are equal, we can directly compare the numerator parts. On comparing, we come to know that 21 over 56 is greater than 12 over 56. What we have compared? We have compared the numerator part by making the denominator equal. So we'll write it 21 over 56 is greater than 12 over 56 like this. Now 21 over 56 is of 3 over 5 or 5 over 8. So we can easily say that this part is greater than the previous part. So we'll say 3 over 5 of 5 over 8 is greater. Clear? So in this way we will solve this type of questions. Okay? So practice this type of questions more for your better understanding. Now moving to question number 5th. Question number 5th says that Sally plants 4 saplings in a row in her garden. The distance between 2 adjacent saplings is 3 over 4 meter. We need to find the distance between the first and the last sapling. So before proceeding further in the question, let us visualize the picture for the better understanding. Now suppose that these are the 4 saplings that are in a row in the garden of Sally. So this will be our first sapling, this will be our second sapling, this will be our third and fourth sapling. So if you will see, these are the gaps between them. In this 4 saplings we have 3 gaps between them. Gap 1, gap 2 and gap 3, as you can see in the picture. Now as per given in the question, the distance between the 2 adjacent sapling is 3/4 meter. So can we assume that gap 1 is 3/4 meter. Also adjacent means next to. So like 1 and 2 are adjacent to each other, 2 and 3 are adjacent to each other, like this. I think so I am clear on this point. So can we write gap between first and last sapling will be 3. As we can see in the picture that the gaps between first and the last sapling, that is 4, is 3. So we are writing 3 over here. Understood? Now according to question, the length of one gap is already given as 3/4 meter. So we need to find the distance between the first and last sapling. So we will write the distance between the first and last sapling will be equal to the length of one gap, which is 3/4 times the number of gaps we have between the first and the last sapling, that is 3, as you can see in the picture also. So we'll write 3. So taking 1 as a denominator, if you will solve it, 3 times 3 gives you 9 as a numerator and 4 times 1 will give you 4 as a denominator. As this is an improper fraction, so we are going to convert it into mixed fraction. If you will divide 9 by 4, you will get 2 as a quotient, 1 as a remainder and 4 will be your denominator part. So 2/4 meter is the distance between the first and the last sapling. Clear? In this way we will do the word problem. Let's visualize the picture and then try to solve it. Okay? So for better understanding of this type of questions, you have to do practice, as some example problems are also given in your NCERT book, or you can refer to another books also. Now moving to question number 7. So question number 7 says that a car runs 16 km using 1 liter of petrol. How much distance will it cover using 2/3 liters of petrol? Now if you will see the question, it is given that a car runs 16 km using 1 liter of petrol. So we will write number of kilometer a car can run per liter. It is already given. According to question, we will write it as 16 km. As mentioned, 1 liter of petrol or per liter, the car runs 16 km. That's why we have written this. Now quantity of petrol that the car have used is 2/3. Now converting into improper fraction, it will give 4 times 2 is 8, 8 plus 3 11/4 liter of petrol. So now we are going to find the number of kilometers a car can run for 11/4 liter petrol. So it will be equal to the distance that car covered using 1 liter of petrol, that is your 16 km. So we will write that 16 times the quantity of petrol, that is 11/4. As you can see, 4 times 4 will give you 16. So we are reducing it. We'll write it 4. Clear? On multiplying the numerator part, we will get 44 km. Clear? So now we can say that the distance that car will cover using 2/3 liters of petrol will be equal to 44 km. And this is how we will solve this question. I think so you have understood what we have discussed today, and do practice of this type of word problems for reducing your errors. Try this part of your book. We will cover it next video. Till then, take care, stay safe, and thank you.